Hey everybody, Gilly Suit Up Gaming back with my final review on the Astro C40 controller. Is it right for you? Is it worth $200? And how does it stack up against the competition? Let's find out in today's video. So first off, I want to thank everybody that came out and supported the video last week. I really do appreciate it. I can't believe the response it got. We got a ton of comments, tons of concerns, questions, positive feedback, negative feedback, which I loved because hopefully that will make this video a lot better than the last video. That one was my first ever review video. This will be my second, and I'm hoping I can make a pretty big leap between those, make this a little bit better quality. So we've got gameplay, we got controller settings, we've got some fixes, quick fixes for any issues that you might be having. So hopefully you don't have to reach out to support, and you maybe should be able to fix stuff in about a minute or so. So let's go ahead and get into this review, and I'll tell you what I think about the controller. So first things first, this is what the software looks like once you're inside of it, and this is what the joystick editor looks like. Now I did run into an issue where I wasn't registering a full press up. I also ran into it a few other times where it wasn't registering all the way right, down, what have you, and what causes this, at least to my knowledge, is whenever you change your caps out, it has a tendency to throw off calibration. So I was a little worried at first, and I reached out, and I was able to fix it though by raising up these notches, and then boom, you're immediately set back up and ready to go, you know, in your game. And I thought that was really cool. I really did. That being said though, I did reach out to Astro, and I asked them, you know, is there any way y'all can send me some new sticks? This is what's happening. And they got back to me and they said, try this, try to do a hard reset. What you do for the hard reset is you hold back the back middle button, and you'll hold that down for quite a while. It'll vibrate 3 times in total, and after that 3rd time you let off of it and do a hard reset. Now whenever you do that hard reset, what's going to happen is it's going to reset your software, not reset your software, but it'll come up with this thing that'll show you, hey, reconnect your controller. Once it has this showing up, that means you know you've done it right. Just go ahead and switch that thing back into wired mode, get it all ready to go, hit view profile, and then if you go to your joysticks, everything's back to normal. Everything's back to 100% without making movements. It does reset your back buttons, so you'll need to go back in and edit that. But this is the quickest fix to anything. So if you're having an issue, do not return this to the consumer. That is kind of an important thing. Do not return this to the place you bought it from because you have an issue. Try the hard reset. Try to get a hold of, you know, Astro support. Reach out. They can't fix it if they don't know it's a problem. So make sure, you know, you get in touch with them. And a big shout out to Astro's customer support. They are the greatest group of support on the planet. I really did appreciate kind of communicating with them, and you know, they were extremely helpful. So 100% shout out to them. They deserve every bit of my love. And as you notice here, they have the fuel. That's half a button press right there. So you can adjust this and make this a full button press. If you want to use trigger locks for Call of Duty or anything like that, this is a way to fully get that press all the way down. So if you zoom in on the mini map, it'll actually zoom in and out at a normal speed, and you'll still be able to use trigger locks at the same time. I turned the rumble feature off here. I think that does help a lot. I never thought it would, and then I tried it, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. You can, you know, customize your LED. I don't like a really bright LED. It doesn't matter to me, but I just turned it off. You can rename whatever you want, and then sync your controller up. Software is extremely easy to use. It's very useful. It's an amazing tool that not, you know, no other controllers have anything like this. That's this in detail. You know, so it's fantastic. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into some gameplay, and I'll show you how that looks. So far, I'm loving having this controller in multiplayer. I've had to make a few adjustments to the joysticks. I made a slight dead zone in the middle to kind of help with getting used to this controller, because it is very pinpoint accurate whenever you start to move it. But when you do get locked onto somebody, it's pretty deadly. The way it feels, the way the joysticks move and everything like that are very solid. I have noticed that whenever I'm using assault rifles and SMGs, my aim has tended to kind of get a little worse, just because I'm not used to the controller. But like I said, I have made adjustments to fix that. However, with a sniper rifle, this thing has been pinpoint accurate. Like, I've been just wrecking folks. And so you know, turn off the rumble feature. I honestly do feel like that helps as well. So let's get into some actually hands-on now. So after using this controller for 40+ hours, I can honestly say that this is the best we have on the market, in my opinion. There's nothing else out there that has the customization options that this does on the market. It's phenomenally better than anything else I've seen. It feels fantastic. The joystick modules, this is just ingenious. The ability to just take them out, pop them in, and move on with your life. It's great. It's a completely simple design. Anybody can set this up and use it. It takes no time at all. And the support staff at Astro, shout out to them. They did an amazing job. And they're extremely reliable and quick. So if you do actually ever have an issue, you reach out to the support team. They get back to you really, really quickly, usually within a half a business day, in my experience. And they take care of you 100% of the way. I will say this. Do not send your controller in or back to where you bought it at if you do have an issue. Hold on to it. Get a hold of Astro. Let them walk you through some troubleshooting, because chances are they'll be able to fix that for you. And if you waste your time sending it back and then have to wait to get another one, that's just a lot of stuff to go through. Whenever the simple fix is, get a hold of Astro and let them take care of you. That's their job, at their support, and they're good at it. So let them do it. So another question I got was, how does it feel in wireless mode? So wireless mode, apparently on the SCUF controllers and other controllers like it, have a tendency to have a little bit of delay in the actual button presses. But from what I've noticed in this, it's just as exact as it is if it was in wired mode. Now that's been my experience. I don't know if there's anything else out there that anybody else has been experiencing something different, but mine's been perfect. I have had zero issues at all. I'm extremely impressed. Now that being said, I'll probably just play in wired mode, just because when I do stream, I stream for a long period of time, and I'd rather not have to worry about plugging in my controller halfway through it if I forgot to charge it beforehand. So yeah, wireless mode works great. So another concern I got is that there's only 2 paddles. One person said, "There's only 2 paddles. I need 4," and I've kind of been thinking about how to respond to that, because my initial mentality is to be a little sassy about it. But I'll not go with that. Yes, there is only 2 paddles. However, I feel like with the amount of customization items and options on this controller, that should be enough that you should be able to take care of whatever you need to take care of. And lastly, oddly enough, the biggest question and concern I've actually gotten is that it doesn't turn on the PS4 when you press the power button. That doesn't really seem like an issue to me. I don't think that's a big deal. But I guess it can inconvenience some whose system's a little bit further away than others. But if that's the only downside to this controller, then what do you have to lose? It's a $200 controller that you'll probably never replace for the life of this console. You've got the ability to switch out your joysticks, the ability to remap everything on the controller. You've got a controller that feels flawless. It's going to give you great gameplay. It's going to get you that competitive edge that so many people want. It's got back buttons that are in such a position that no matter what, they're comfortable. No matter how you hold your controller, they're there. This is the best on the market, in my opinion. It's the best you're going to do. So if you're looking at getting this controller and kind of wondering if this might be right for you, I promise you it is. I promise you this controller is right for you. Go to your local game store. If any of them have it, see if they'll let you just take it and try it out real quick and hold on to it and put your hands on it. It feels phenomenal, and that alone, I promise you, will get you super excited about this product. Feel free, guys, by the way, to go ahead, comment below if you have any questions that I missed. Please, please, please leave me comments. Ask me questions. Make fun of me. I don't care. Give me negative feedback, positive feedback, anything. I just want to make sure that all of y'all get the information that y'all need. That's my top priority. So make sure to comment. Ask me your questions. If you did like the video, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. If you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button. I appreciate that as well. Feel free to drop a sub if you do like what you see. I do intend to do more review videos. I'm going to be doing a review soon on the Rig 800 headset, which is the one I use personally, and I might do some other reviews. It tends to be something that y'all like. So I will be streaming today for about 8 hours or so. So feel free, stop by my Twitch channel, links in the description below, and ask any question you want, and I will do my best to answer it for you. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you out there next time.